Our team coverage of the coronavirus outbreak here in Connecticut. As the governor announced, we are still on track to partially reopen on May 20th. But there are concerns from those being asked to return to their workplaces. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is here now. And Matthew, I listened as you asked the governor about this. A lot of people are concerned.
Yeah, Dennis, they are. Since the details of what reopening will look like were released on Friday, we continue to hear from people in all industries who are either high risk or a little older in age, and they are worried about going back. The state announced today that a big shipment of protective gear arrived on Saturday, and the state says private businesses are responsible for getting their own equipment, but they will dole out some of that to small businesses who need them for their workers. Now, even with those assurances, we continue to hear from people who, frankly, aren't comfortable returning to work, but will go back to work out of necessity. Now, the governor did say that he is suggesting anyone over 65 not return to work, but as of now, there is no financial protection for them, but this is something he will be working on in the next 9 days.
People with pre-existing conditions should not be going to work. So we're going to have to figure out what is the right way to handle that given some of these learning situations. If they're a teacher and they can do a lecture because they're at a community college, there are other ways that they may be able to participate. But I think going to a public place where you're naturally liable to congregate is probably not a good idea, at least for the near term.
So do we think that they might be able to still kind of claim some of the unemployment benefits or something like that?
Yeah, we're looking into just that.
So as it stands right now, the state is working on specifics for these workers. But in the meantime, the governor is not expecting a huge rush at these businesses right on the 20th. So he is suggesting that the older workers not be part of the first wave of employees back. But until those guidelines are released, ultimately the final call will be made between the employers and the employees. Live above the newsroom, Matthew Campbell, Channel 13 News.
Okay, Matthew.